Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your man Pristine back with another video in 2017. Quick revisitation of the LG G5. Is it still relevant in 2017, considering a lot of the phones that have came out after it was released in early or mid 2016? Where does it stack up with the lineups of phones that have come out and the phones that are getting ready to come out? Is it a contender? Is it still relevant? Oh man, I'm laughing because I think that question is actually pretty funny. Is it still relevant? Let me break it down real quick. We've got a 5.3 1420 by 2560 quad HD display. We've got 32 gigs of onboard storage. We've got a Snapdragon 820 processor. We've got 4 gigs of RAM. We've got a 2800 milliamp hour removable battery. We've got Corning Gorilla Glass 4 for protection. We've got an excellent premium build quality. We've got a super fast fingerprint sensor. We've got a dual rear-facing camera. One is a 16 megapixel camera for regular viewing. There's another 8 megapixel camera on the back for wide angle shots and recording. We've got an 8 megapixel selfie cam on the front. That is a really good camera. This phone does have the capability to record off of the rear camera in 4K. The front firing camera can record in 1080p at 30 frames. Now, with the specs that I just named off, since this phone has been released, a lot of the phones that have come out have been some really, really, really good devices. But has there been anything that's come out that just jumps by leaps and bounds ahead of the package that's being offered here in the G5? I don't think so. I don't really think so. And I know that, there's some people out there that, oh, well, it's LG, boot loop. Man, out of all the LG devices that I've had, I mean, I feel like the chances of you having a boot loop issue are pretty slim. Now, I'm not going to say I'm not going to say it can't happen to you. Just because it has never happened to me. Out of all the LG devices that I've had, I'm not going to sit here and say that it won't happen, but it hasn't as of yet. So what I try to do is I try to base my thoughts and opinions on my personal experience with devices. And so far, out of the LG G2, the G3, the G4, the G5, the V20, the Stylo 2 Plus, these are all the LG devices that I've had, and they have all been extremely solid devices. Every single one of them. I haven't had an issue with not one of them. I've never had a boot loop issue with not one of those devices. For those of you that have run into that issue, I mean, that's unfortunate. But I wouldn't be so quick to just turn your nose up at LG, because they've got some really good devices that they've put out. And I mean, this G6 that's getting ready to come out is going to be a beast of a phone. Now, getting back to the G5 here really quickly. Again, as I mentioned, 5.3 quad HD display. It's not a 5.5, but it's a good size. It's doable. We've got the always on display right there. There's your 8 megapixel selfie cam with a dual tone LED flash that's right there. You kind of can't see it. We've got the speaker right there. LG branding right there on the bottom. Now, this is the first modular design phone that was released. Don't get it confused into thinking that Motorola and the Moto Mods was the first modular phone. Now, the thing is, Motorola, they just did it a little better than LG. They had much more success than LG when it came to the modular phone design and being able to snap on different accessories and things of that nature. There's a little button right there that you guys can see. If I press that button, the bottom part of this phone, it comes down, and that exposes the battery. So we do have a removable battery in here. Now, I don't give a damn how You could have a lightning charger, quick charge, OnePlus 3's fast charge technology. There's nothing that's faster than being able to take out a dead battery and replace it with a 100% charged battery and turn your phone back on. There's just no waiting. You take out the dead one, pop in the juiced up one, turn your phone back on. That's it. That what? Takes a minute? You know what I mean? I'd always prefer a removable battery over a non-removable battery. Now, that's not to say that a lot of the phones that's come out that has had non-removable batteries are bad, and it definitely helps to have the quick charge technology, But I prefer a removable battery any day. That's just my personal preference and opinion. But again, so, we've got the modular design here. You can take the bottom off to expose the battery or replace the battery. There's also I believe with the G5, they were referred to as LG Friends, where you could, there's attachments and things that you can snap onto this thing that kind of enhances the camera experience and, audio experience and things of that nature. You know what I mean? I'll probably never mess with any of those because I do just fine just with what the device offers itself. Or who knows, maybe if I get them at a deal, because I understand that the LG Friends are kind of pricey. But picking some of those up have never really crossed my mind anyway. But they are an option. Bottom of the phone, we've got the Type-C connector, dedicated noise canceling microphone right there, single firing speaker right here, which is extremely loud and clear. Extremely loud and clear. Now, I know a lot of people, they say that they prefer front firing speakers. And I understand that. I totally understand that. They sound much better. But again, it's a matter of preference. Me personally, I could care less about front firing speakers. I don't listen to music on my speakers from a phone. It's either connected to like a Bluetooth speaker or I've got my Bluetooth device in my ear for talking. I never hold the device up to my ear when talking, which, by the way, I mean, it does sound good, if you are talking on this, and you've got it up to your ear. But I'm just a wireless guy. You know what I mean? So, when I'm in my car, it's connected to my car via Bluetooth. It does have the AVRCP Bluetooth technology, so it syncs to my car very well. So I am able to see the metadata on my navigational screen, which means that I can see the artist's name and the name of the song I'm listening to. I can control, the music, fast forward or rewind tracks from my steering wheel from the controls. I don't have those issues, connecting with like I've had with other phones. This does that for me. To the left of the phone, we've got the volume rockers up and down. To the right of the phone, we've got nothing but the SIM ejection tray. Up top, we've got a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. We've got another noise canceling microphone right there. And oh my God, we've got an IR blaster. Look at that. We've got an infrared blaster. Okay? An infrared blaster. Again, I stress, having an IR blaster is a major feature for a cell phone to have. With this IR blaster, that means that I can control pretty much every electronic device in my living room. The days of sitting in front of your TV, however your setup is, with 4 or 5 remotes is over. The IR blaster makes it so simple to program your phone with whatever you're trying to control, and then you can just start controlling it. This is a major bell and whistle for this phone. It's kind of equivalent to getting your first car that had a heated steering wheel and leather heated seats and a moonroof and a navigational screen, touch screen, the bells and whistles, custom paint job, came with the big rims already. You didn't have to do anything aftermarket. Came with the premium sound system. You know what I mean? It's like, once you get exposed to that, you can't just go back to plain Jane. You can't go back to a car that has, stitched seats and just a little random little, sound system in the car. No, you can't go back once you've been turned out. Having an IR blaster, I'm turned out. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? It's like it set the bar. Now, when I get these phones and I review them, if it ain't got an IR blaster, oh, that's a con. That's in the cons list. You know what I mean? And the phone may have a lot of pros. You know what I mean? But if the phone ain't got an IR blaster, oh man, it's a con. And that's not to say that it's not a good device, but it's a con because it's a major advantage to have an IR blaster. So, again, back of the phone, dual camera setup here, 16 megapixel camera, 8 megapixel camera for wide angle viewing, dual tone LED flash with laser autofocus. We've got the fingerprint sensor right there, LG G5 branding right there. And you can just kind of see like the difference in color. I mean, it's still the same color, but you see that little line right there. That's where the phone disconnects at the bottom to reveal the battery. Fingerprint sensor works flawlessly, works 100% of the time. Again, Snapdragon 820 processor, 4 gigs of RAM, 530 GPU. The performance is buttery smooth, y'all. Buttery smooth. Like I said, this is a phone that was released in, kind of mid 2016, so it's been out a little while. But again, since then till now, there's nothing really that's come out that's really just crushing and just burying this particular experience. The G5 is still one of LG's flagship devices. I understand that they got the V20 out right now, but the V20 is just basically a bigger version of this. I mean, it's got a few more options. It's got a 5.7-inch display. It's got the little display up there up top that you can utilize for apps, the kind of little gimmicky thing, that you can use. And the cameras have been enhanced a bit. But it's not to say that the V20, it's not to say that this G5 right here is any slouch by any stretch of the imagination. By any stretch of the imagination whatsoever. This phone right here is still one of the creams of the crop. Now, pricing. Now, I just copped this at Best Buy for $399. That's one of the perks about waiting, y'all. If you don't have to have the latest and the greatest right when they come out, wait a little bit because they drop in price, especially when they start getting close to revealing the new device. We're like a week and a half or 2 weeks away from the G6 being revealed, and we're going to have a release date and pricing for the G6. This phone right here at Best Buy, normal retail price is $649.99, but it's on sale right now for $399, and I have no idea how long that sale is going to be going on. And I'll tell you another thing. This is not just a GSM unlocked phone. It's a fully unlocked device. It's GSM and CDMA unlocked, which means that if you have a GSM SIM card or with a GSM carrier, you can use this device with T-Mobile, AT&T, Metro PCS, Cricket Wireless, Simple Mobile, any other GSM carrier that you can think of. Okay? If I want to go the CDMA route, if I want to go to Verizon, if I want to go to Sprint, if I want to go to Boost Mobile, I can do that with this device. $399, fully unlocked. $400. You're getting a fully unlocked device with all those wonderful specs that I just read you. And you asked me if the G5 is still relevant in 2017? Come on, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That concludes this video, y'all. If you like this video, smash that thumbs up button. Please like and subscribe. Share the video. To everybody that supported me since day one, I appreciate the love and the support. If you've got any questions or comments, please hit me in the comment section and I'll do my best to get back to you at my earliest convenience, as I always do. Okay? Y'all stay on this journey with me. We're going to keep this thing rolling. I'm going to keep doing these videos and putting out the most accurate information I can for a lot of these devices to help you make an informed decision. That's my purpose here. And the fact that I just love doing this. You know what I mean? Yeah, again, like the video, share the video, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe, hit me in the comments if you got any questions, concerns, feedback. If you're a hater, don't even waste your time. If you're a troller, if you're trolling, don't even waste your time. I don't buy into negative energy. We keep this thing positive. We keep it moving. Keep it godly. Keep it godly at all costs. So, as always, I'll leave you with, please stay safe out here. Please stay safe, because it's wicked out here, these crazy ass streets. Definitely stay blessed. Keep God first in your lives, no matter what you do. And definitely stay pristine. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.